All right, I'm going to show you how to build your touch template, specifically a first touch template. All right, so we're going to go to Publisher, and I'm going to select a new blank um, document in Publisher. Now, Publisher is normally used to build magazine pages or flyers or things with a lot of graphical elements in it. So if you want to type something in Publisher, you need to draw a text box. So I've selected text box on off the home screen. On the home tab, you click home and then click draw a text box, and I've drawn one that's taken up about half the screen here. And now let's install our first touch email. I'm going to get the text from this, the signature that I normally send for a first touch, except I've modified this a little bit. If you notice, we've got these words that are underlined. These underlined words are fields that get changed when you send the mail merge. For instance, if I was sending an email to me, it would under greeting, it would say greeting. It would say good afternoon, Trey. My goal is to put 10 to 15 on your calendar. Blah blah blah. I want to make sure that VMware is positioned optimally to support Treyco moving into the latter half of 2014. And then campaign response is an area where the last campaign I participated in will help generate a sentence here. So if I downloaded an eval for vSphere, it would say something like, I saw that you downloaded an eval for vSphere. Do you have any questions about virtualization? I'd be happy to sit down and talk to you about it. It builds various sentences associated with a customer action, which could have been an eval download or watching a webcast or attending a launch event, or just general interest, and then it pairs that with one of our solutions that they're interested in. So, it says, I saw that you attended a WebEx for Vue. I'd like to answer any questions about desktop virtualization you might have, blah, blah, blah. Now this field, meeting time and date, is simply a meeting time and day. So it could say Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. So you need to build a sentence that works around Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then phone number is its own sentence that is, I see that, is your phone number, what does it say? It says, is such and such phone number still a good number to reach you? Now, it's important to note that when you type this out, your email won't look like this. It'll look like this without these fields. Some of these sentences will sound a little awkward. How does work for you? But keep in mind, we're going to, when we send the mail merge, we will tell it that we want meeting time and date to be inserted right here. All right, let's move forward. Oh, it's also important to know that when you draw a text box, the text box can't extend beyond the edge of the page. So keep your text boxes inside the page. I draw them about where the margins are. All right, so let's draw a second text box inside margin to margin. And this is where we're going to put your signature. So I've just taken an email and copied my standard signature, and I'm going to paste it in there. All right, that was easy enough. A couple things to look out for. Thing number one is you want these text boxes to have a couple, an inch or inch and a half or so worth of distance between them. Because if these text boxes intersect, the email that the customer will get will be an image and won't be text. So we don't want that. The second thing is we need to watch out for the font. The font needs to be what's called a web-ready font. The best one, I think, is Arial. So we want to make sure that you can Control A, select all, and say, and make that Arial. I like Arial because it's similar to Helvetica or that one that Apple uses. It's real generic, simple font. Now, if you don't like Arial, you can always get on Google and search web-ready fonts, and there's a whole list of them, but I recommend that one. And that's about it. We're going to have to save it, and saving it's pretty straightforward. Just file save, but you need to put it in your MassTouch folder, and you should also put it under touch templates. So save it in touch templates, and save this particular one as touch 1. So you're going to have to write a touch 1, a touch 2, and a touch 3 template. On the website I've got examples. We just went over the touch 1. Touch 2 is similar to touch 1, and then of course you have touch 3. Now keep in mind, campaign response is a sentence, and you don't want the same sentence to be in all of your touches. So I actually leave campaign response out on the third touch. And then I have, you can have more than, you can have a Thanksgiving touch 1. This is an example of that, or Christmas, or the idea is to make this as personal as we possibly can. Okay, so I've shown you how to build your touch templates, and next you probably want to figure out how to send these things.